Hey, Mobile Legends fan, it's XinaLili here with another episode of Meet Your Community. Today we are here with the one and only King Potato himself, my good friend Priv8Dancer. He will be blessing us with his presence on the casting table once again for the NACT Spring season. Welcome, Priv8. How are you?
I'm doing great, and it's going to be another amazing opportunity. But speaking of that, let me just go ahead and say my congratulations to you for finding yourself a nice little seat here, especially just with the interviews and your other progress here in NACT.
Thank you. I'm excited about it. But let's start off with our first question for you. Why did you start streaming as Potato VTube?
I think this question gets asked a lot, and
Yes.
it kind of came down to around 2016. I was streaming other games, and I at first it started out with my camera not working and not being able to put that on there, and then it just started getting more and more people asking about my what I look like, this and that, to the point where my stream started just getting led by my outrageous tone and how I said things or my personality, to the point where I didn't want my face to become a factor for it. I'm like, maybe I can do this without a face. And then thankfully on Twitch, there was this one dude who gave me a great idea, Carlson OP. He used to stream Mobile Legends as well when I started here about 2-3 years ago. And he just had all these effects on his stream to kind of create this interactivity, to have fun with it. I could not watch his stream without cracking up. And that's kind of where I got the idea for a filter for a potato, where I could actually not use my actual face, but still create something that was unique that I could bring to everybody. And it's been a handful of enjoyment ever since.
Streams are very loud and fun, and I do enjoy them very much when I do sit in on them. So, when did you start streaming, and what made you want to start?
Honestly, I've just always kind of been very loud and, dare I say, kind of obnoxious. And so I've always liked kind of like entertaining people or kind of getting laughs out of people. And more so, it just kind of became this thing for me to do kind of outside of work back when I was in the military. And I could just have that side thing that I did outside of the military and the frustrations with that, to just kind of entertain people, do that. And that's ultimately back then is kind of what got me into casting, because we had a bunch of amateur communities and amateur tournaments that we would do, and everybody was always like, your voice is so unique, you need to start trying to cast for it.
Yes, we do love hearing your voice, and we know when we hear it. It's very loud and fun. So, how did you find Mobile Legends, and how long have you played?
I honestly came to Mobile Legends when Zane and Hoon left another game and came over here. I kind of followed, I was part of the crowd that followed them over here. Of course, I didn't have the same friends that they did, and I was kind of, dare I say, a little burned out when I came to Mobile Legends. It was technically, I want to say, my third mobile MOBA that I had been playing. So I had a lot of experience, but I had a lot of communities that just didn't really work out in the Mobile Legends scene. Thankfully, though, and I've talked about this before, Mobile Legends kind of reignited that. It was fun. People were having it, like, it got a bad reputation, but just playing it kind of let me see how wrong that was, and what the community was like here, and what people were trying to do in the community as we progressed here through M1 to M2 and M3 and stuff like that. Seeing people like Trex and Aiko and Dave putting on these shows, Pika as well, just seeing how alive the community was has really kind of it's been what kept me here.
So, what's got you into the esports world? Like, how did that get started? I know you've been playing MOBA for a while, but esports and going into all this casting?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've honestly loved it. I enjoy the game, and I have the unique I have an ability to kind of portray that while I am casting as well. The excitement, like, I love this game, and I get excited, and sometimes if you watch my stream, you can see the frustration come out too. But that doesn't kind of dial down any of the love I still have for it. I'm still able to kind of bring that out while I'm casting for it, and then I have a natural kind of gift for it to be able to kind of relay what's going on. And plus, the experience isn't so bad. Like I said, I've been playing these types of games since 2016. So it's nothing new to me, but just the Mobile Legends experience has been something unique for a while now too.
Yes. Are you excited about the upcoming NECT Spring and casting alongside Ben Dunhad did?
Yes, a lot of people might not know, but Ben Dunhadid has actually been in the community for a long time. He started casting for the NASL, Trex's NASL originally. He was actually there before me, but other priorities and personal matters with his life kind of saw him kind of step back from that and enjoy other things. But as last year's NACT kind of came to a close, and everybody was meeting in Las Vegas, I got to meet with Ben. I got to see, we talked a little bit more about his casting ability, what he does and his likes and stuff. And he was one of the immediate people that I recommended when they were like, who do you think we can help try to fulfill out here in North America for casting? My immediate pull was for Ben, because Ben, he's still got the love for it. He's got a lot of just insane analysis that he can throw out there. Not just that, but he's got a great amount of charisma that I feel like that we both kind of meld and bounce off of each other. And I cannot be more excited to have him next to me when we're going to be casting NACT. And I think the viewers are going to be in for a treat as well.
Yes, I've seen you two go at it, and you guys do a really good job together. It's really fun to see. So it's exciting to know that the winner of the NACT will be going to MSC. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, and that's the big thing. It's a huge deal right now. MSC has been typically only C teams. And right now, we're looking at it opening up to different regions right now, including NA. And this has been a big thing for me right now, because as you've seen before, teams like BTK, Zane, Chicken and all of them, they have had to like scratch to try to get down to Indonesia, to get down to the Philippines, to start getting practice down there against where I hopefully not insulting anybody, but that's where the higher competition is. And MSC is going to be a huge thing for North America, because it's going to give us time to kind of go in there, spread our wings, and get that experience before some of the bigger events like M5 that'll be coming up here, which I think is something that we really need. And even if it's not going to be Zane, if it's going to be somebody else, because I'm going to tell you right now, North America is full of surprises, and there might be other teams that are looking to kind of overshadow some of the typical mainstays that North America is used to hearing.
See North American MSC. So excited for that. So recently, you started a Discord server called the Ion series. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, and this is something that's going to be happening out a little bit after the NACT here. It was initially called the NDL, the North American Development League, but in talks with Moontoon, they expressed wanting us to kind of change the name to kind of be something a little bit more unique. So it's going to be a development league. Right now, it is the independent organization of North America, Ion, and it is going to be a development league for all intents and purposes. And it's kind of a side baby project of mine right now to start getting smaller teams up to a level that they need to hopefully be able to compete in events like NACT spring, fall, summer season and stuff like that. And it's going to be a huge thing coming in between the official events of North America. So I'm really excited about that, and can't wait for everybody else to be a part of it too.
That is amazing to hear that you're going to nurture all these new teams and help them grow and to be able to live that dream of becoming an esports, pro team. So that's really great. So when will the first tournament of it kick off? Do you have like a set date for something like that?
Ion will be commencing immediately after the NACT. We're going to kind of give the teams just a tiny little break, but we want to get some of the newer, fresher teams that might not have that name brand ability in North America. So after NACT ends, Ion will start commencing, and we're going to be taking registration and names for some of these newer teams who are looking to kind of get a mainstay in North America. I'm really excited about it, but not more excited than what else has been going on in North America. There is so much, and it keeps growing year after year after year. And I think we're kind of through, and I'm pleasantly happy about it that we're through the part where people can say North America is dying, because every year it just keeps getting bigger, better, and stronger.
You hear that, new teams? Make sure you join the Ion server to get your team going and to join these NACTs and all that. So, as we're wrapping up for the NACT, I would like to know your favorites. Who do you think will win the tournament? Who is your favorite?
Everybody likes to try to corner the casters when it comes to who we think the favorites are gonna be. My biggest thing is what I want to see, and what I want to see is somebody step up to Zayn and his team. I want to see, I don't want it to be a whitewash where Zayn comes in there and just destroys everybody. I want to see people in here challenging him strategically, mechanically, everything. And if we can get that to a point where even if he wins or if he loses, I want there to be close matches for that. I want him to just be like, whew, that was close when he gets to MSE. That's my biggest call out for North America, my big challenge for them.
Is there a player you think we should keep an eye on, like during this?
Well, that's interesting. I've been a fan, like I said. I followed Zayn and Hoon from another game over to here, so I've always been very critical and very big fans of both of them. Hoon did kind of come in a little, I don't want to say late when it comes to M4, but had other priorities that he was doing and taking care of. But as I've seen here from the last season, is that he's been doing his best to kind of stick with Mobile Legends, keep with all the ins and outs, and get back up to that stellar positions that I know he can. So I'm thinking Hoon is probably the person to start looking out for, especially if he can kind of pass on that knowledge from him to his team and create maybe a powerhouse here in North America.
You got the Ohio brothers, so we're gonna see how they're doing. I'm very interested in seeing what they got to dish out, since it's a whole new team
Yes.
that put together. So, well, we're happy to have you join us today, Private, and thank you for letting us grill you.
Of course.
On the last thing before we go, how and where can the viewers find you?
Well, guys, I primarily stream on Twitch under the name Priv8Dancer with an 8. I do also have some streams on YouTube, but you can start finding me pretty much everywhere now. I've kind of expanded now to Twitter, to Instagram, as well as TikTok. But primarily Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can find me on Twitch streaming your favorite Mobile Legends.
That is all the time we have today, Mobile Legend fans. And make sure you go and follow Private on his social channels. And we'll have it in the link in the description below. So make sure you like and subscribe to keep up to date on the latest NA news. And that's all the time that we have today. So we hope to see you on the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.
Cheers.